Hello viewers. Welcome to Seek Wisdom. First of all, we would like to thank you for playing out this video. We are back with the last part on the summary of the book, The 48 Laws of Power, written by Robert Greene. This part briefs Law 37 to 48. You can access first 3 parts from the link above. Let's get started. Starting with Law 37, create compelling spectacles. By generating grand, spectacular gestures, you will heighten your presence and your power. People will be too dazzled by appearances to uncover what you're really up to. As opposed to using words, visual gestures contain an emotive power and immediacy that leave no room for doubt. Where words divide, images unite. Use this to your advantage. Law 38, think as you like but behave like others. By consistently going against the grain in public, people will begin to resent you for making them feel inferior. Practice blending in and hiding your true feelings to nurture the common touch. By doing so, you will be left alone to express your true beliefs in a targeted manner. Once a base of power is established, you can then begin to disseminate your beliefs gradually, and they are more likely to be adopted. Law 39, stir up waters to catch fish. Anger and emotion are strategically counterproductive. You must always stay calm and objective. But if you can make your enemies angry while staying calm yourself, you gain a decided advantage. Put your enemies off balance, find the chink in their vanity through which you can rattle them, and you hold the strings. However, keep in mind, do not provoke those who are too powerful. There are times when a burst of anger can do good, but it must be manufactured and under your control. Law 40, despise the free lunch. The worth of money is not in its possession, but in its use. What is offered for free is dangerous. It usually involves either a trick or a hidden obligation. What has worth is worth paying for. By paying your own way, you stay clear of gratitude, guilt, and deceit. It is also often wise to pay the full price. Generosity softens up your opponents into being deceived. Be lavish with your money and keep it circulating, for generosity is a sign and a magnet for power. Avoid people who fail to use money creatively and strategically, or turn their inflexibility to your advantage. Coming to Law 41, avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. What happens first always appears better and more original than what comes after. If you succeed a great man or have a famous parent, you will have to accomplish double their achievements to outshine them. Do not get lost in their shadow, or stuck in a past not of your own making. Establish your own name and identity by changing course. Slay the overbearing father, disparage his legacy, and gain power by shining in your own way. If you cannot start materially from ground zero, it would be foolish to renounce an inheritance. You can at least begin from ground zero psychologically. Law 42, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Within any group, trouble can most often be traced to a single source, the unhappy, chronically dissatisfied one who will always stir up dissension and infect the group with his or her ill ease. Before you know what hit you, the dissatisfaction spreads. Act before it becomes impossible to disentangle. Once you recognize who the stirrer is, pointing it out to other people will accomplish a great deal. Trouble can often be traced to a single strong individual, the stirrer, the arrogant underling, the poisoner of goodwill. If you allow such people room to operate, others will succumb to their influence. Do not wait for the troubles they cause to multiply. Do not try to negotiate with them, they are irredeemable. Neutralize their influence by isolating or banishing them. Strike at the source of the trouble and the sheep will scatter. In every group, power is concentrated in the hands of 1 or 2 people. When troubles arise, find the source and isolate them physically, politically, or psychologically. Separate them from their power base. Law 43, work on the hearts and minds of others. Remember, the key to persuasion is softening people up and breaking them down, gently. Seduce them with a 2-pronged approach, work on their emotions and play on their intellectual weaknesses. Be alert to both what separates them from everyone else and what they share with everyone else. Aim at the primary emotions, love, hate, jealousy. Once you move their emotions, you have reduced their control, making them more vulnerable to persuasion. Law 44, disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. The mirror reflects reality, but it is also the perfect tool for deception. When you mirror your enemies, doing exactly as they do, they cannot figure out your strategy. The mirror effect mocks and humiliates them, making them overreact. By holding up a mirror to their psyches, you seduce them with the illusion that you share their values. By holding up a mirror to their actions, you teach them a lesson by giving them a taste of their own medicine. Few can resist the power of the mirror effect. Law 45, preach the need to change, but never reform too much at once. Everyone understands the need for change in the abstract, but on the day-to-day level people are creatures of habit. Too much innovation is traumatic, and will lead to revolt. If you are new to a position of power, or an outsider trying to build a power base, make a show of respecting the old way of doing things. If change is necessary, make it feel like a gentle improvement on the past. Understand, the fact that the past is dead and buried gives you the freedom to reinterpret it. To support your cause, tinker with the facts. The past is a text in which you can safely insert your own lines. A simple gesture like using an old title, or keeping the same number for a group, will tie you to the past and support you with the authority of history. Law 46, never appear too perfect. Do not try to help or do favors for those who envy you, they will think you are condescending to them. Appearing better than others is always dangerous, but most dangerous of all is to appear to have no faults or weaknesses. Envy creates silent enemies. It is smart to occasionally display defects and admit to harmless vices in order to deflect envy and appear more human and approachable. Only gods and the dead can seem perfect with impunity. Either dampen your brilliance occasionally, purposefully revealing a defect, weakness, or anxiety, or attributing your success to luck, or simply find yourself new friends. Never underestimate the power of envy. Beware signs of envy, excessive praise, hypercritical people, public slandering. Law 47, do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, know when to stop. Good luck is more dangerous than bad luck because it deludes you into thinking your own brilliance is the reason for your success. The moment of victory is often the moment of greatest peril. In the heat of victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past the goal you had aimed for, and by going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. Do not allow success to go to your head. The moment you achieve victory is often when you're at your most vulnerable. There is no substitute for strategy and careful planning. Set a goal, and when you reach it, stop. Law 48, assume formlessness. By taking a shape, by having a visible plan, you open yourself to attack. Instead of taking a form for your enemy to grasp, keep yourself adaptable and on the move. Accept the fact that nothing is certain and no law is fixed. The best way to protect yourself is to be as fluid and formless as water, never bet on stability or lasting order. Everything changes. The powerful are constantly creating form, and their power comes from the rapidity with which they can change. The need for formlessness becomes greater as we age, as we become more likely to become set in our ways and assume too rigid a form. As you get older, you must rely even less on the past. Here finishes this last part of the book. We hope you like this book. Stay tuned for summary of another book.